It's unmuted.
Hello. Oh. Hello.
I can't get in here. Alrighty. So welcome to the witching hour. As you can see, we have our little friends here today, and I've been so freaking excited about this episode.
Yeah, she has.
We put the dolls in the forefront so you could just keep an eye on them. You know what I mean? Because they do some creepy shit. Just want to introduce you guys. This is Jenny. This is an older lady. This is real hair. This is Ralph. I don't know much about Ralph, but he's kind of creepy when you hold him. He might be malevolent, you know, just saying.
I was going to say, when you said that, she moved.
Yeah, she's agreeing. This is Kara over here. The little mean ass over here, mean mugging and shit in front of Miranda.
What the fuck?
And this little girl, I don't know what her name is, but she's happy as fuck, and so she's gonna sit in the forefront. She looks like a mischievous little shit, is what she looks like to me. So, all right. So I'm Nina.
I'm Miranda.
And welcome to Haunted Dolls
And the Witching Hour.
and the Witching Hour. All right.
Oh,
So
here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, there's so much energy right here. Like,
It's
we are
like-
sweating beads.
It is.
Just saying.
It's
Ay,
hot.
ay, ay.
It is hot, 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 hot.
It is. It really is. So to get started, what are spirited dolls? Okay, so spirited dolls are dolls that are purposely filled. People choose to stay in a doll because they don't want to cross over. They use the doll as just as a connection to the human life. You know what I mean? I do know there's some kind of contract that has to be made between somebody that is into necromancy that puts the spirits into the dolls. Our person that does it will not be disclosed, but yeah, that's what I've been told, and they won't give me the full deal, so I can't tell you guys how to put a spirit in a doll. All right, but I would.
Google it. No, just kidding.
Google it. That'll get you real far.
I'm kidding.
No, you'll
Please
fuck
don't.
shit up. Please don't do
Please
that.
don't. I was joking.
I always say Google will always say you're dying. So, yeah, that's probably included in
This
that
one
as
will
well.
make you die, so stop it.
You could fuck yourself up real good. Yeah. So anyway, spirited dolls are used for enchantment or for people's connection to the paranormal. You know, curiosity. People love haunted shit. They love shit that they can't. That's unknown. You know what I mean? Let me fix your necklace, dear. Okay. All right. So, what I'm gonna say here is that it's also used for healing
And protection.
and protection. So it's not all bad. And I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the story. So the shop owner here gave my granddaughter Indica a spirited doll. She was a porcelain doll like him. He's porcelain. Like, you have to be very careful with him. You know, the way you move him and stuff. She was a little porcelain doll. She was a 4-year-old little girl. I don't remember her name. Don't remember her name. I think it started with an A or something. Ashley, Amber, Anna. I'm not really sure. So I told her, you know, take care of it. It's going to help heal you, keep you protected, stuff like that. Well, little Miss A liked to sit in the window. She liked to look out the window, and we know this because she would always turn herself towards the window. So we did that, and I just felt like that was more protection of because where we lived, like, I had a lot of paranormal stuff, but it was in the grounds. There was not really much I could do because it was in the grounds, but I didn't really know what I was doing back then. So this was about 7 years ago, I think.
Oh, was it? Really?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
well, yeah, 6 or 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so Indica loved little Miss A. She took care of her, you know, she talked to her, she cared for her, babied her, and here comes her little sister, Nova May. And Nova yanks the doll from Indica and pulls the leg out and breaks the leg off. So Miss A is released from the doll. Okay. It doesn't end there. She's released from the doll, and
I love how
So
you said it doesn't end there.
it doesn't end there.
But wait, there's more.
I was being heavily attacked, and COVID was going around. Like the very beginning of COVID, I was being attacked physically, mentally, emotionally, every which way at this time. And so I would always leave a white candle lit, even when I slept, because I had it in a safe space. And I would burn incense before I went to sleep because I was the only one in my house at the time. But I had to keep the doll at my house because my son was like, that motherfucker is not coming to my house, okay? So I kept Little Miss A at my house, even broken. And I just remember when I wake up, as soon as I wake up, because I hear a loud bang at my back door, which there's no steps, and I'm in a trailer house. There's no steps up the back door. Nobody has any reason to be back there. There's high brush and stuff like that. I hear a loud bang, the white candle goes out, and I smell shit and sulfur at the same time.
Fuck that.
Okay, yeah. If you don't know, I'm gonna tell you. That is demonic presence, okay? That is death and demonic presence. So I got up, and of course my heart drops down to my asshole because, you know, who wants to wake up to that? But, you know, I get my guns going, and I'm like, no, fuck this. You are not allowed here. So I get my sage, it won't light. So I start saying Our Father throughout my trailer, and I'm like, you're not gonna fucking scare me. I'm not scared. I will battle you. You don't fucking belong here. Go away. And of course I don't open the door. You don't open the door because I'll come in.
Don't ever open the door.
Don't ever open the door if you hear a knock at night, okay? Unless you know it's a physical person. So anyways, this is the kind of shit that was going on in my house at the time, and I'm alone in my place and stuff like that. So then, next thing you know, this fucking Little Miss A is no longer Little Miss A. It is something demonic inside. Okay. It decides to habitate that space because
it was open.
And this is its connection. All these demonic sources want to do is be a part of human life. They want vessels. They want to be a part of this life because they feel like they'll be more powerful. Okay, so with the doll, she would hide. I would hear footsteps. Yes, the little bitch was probably running across the floor while I was sleeping, okay? With one leg, or hobbling, okay? This shit is not okay with me. I am not okay with little mini things running around because I hate mice and I hate little haunted motherfucking dolls even more, okay? And so I decide I don't have a black bag. So if you know, to neutralize anything demonic or negative, haunted, dark, you put it in something black, okay? The black will neutralize it along with salt. Okay, I can see. Oh, I thought somebody was already talking.
So there is. Hello, ladies. This is Susie. Hi, Susie.
So, you know, I had a fucking purse that said Puma on it. It was black. I put that little bitch in there, squished her up in there, threw some salt over it, zipped it up, and I left it. Okay, and I was like, okay, I need to get to the cemetery because this is the way I dispose of my shit. I will take it to a
unmarked grave. No, just kidding.
Yeah, unmarked grave. To sacred ground, all right, and dispose of it there because I'm not trying to let it loose and let it fuck with somebody else. So yeah, it took me about 2 weeks to get there because, you know, life is busy, and so I have this little fucking purse that would move around in my closet. Yeah, it's not okay. It's not okay. And yes, I did end up taking it to the cemetery. I buried the entire purse. Fuck that. It was
just
not
like,
missed that much.
I am it.
Yeah. And we got rid of Little Miss A. And so that was that. You got to be really careful. Really careful. And
I'm over here freaking out, and then she's talking about this, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, she's having a hard time over here. She's really stressed out. I'm just excited about this because I think this shit is cool.
It's not that I don't think it's cool. I've had so much experience with dolls that I'm like, no.
All right.
No.
So, also spirited dolls, they are used for what we said, healing, protection, to like keep you company if you're lonely. You know what I mean? Some people, you see them walking around with their little babies and shit, like their dolls and stuff.
Some of those are actually women that have lost their children during childbirth, and they need that extra to cope.
Mm-hmm. And some of them might even think their soul is inside of that doll.
That's so crazy that you bring up that story. So I will bring up a story from my local voodoo in my neighborhood. Okay. So my mom and them knew this woman. Well, she had lost her daughter when she was very young, and she was given this doll.
Mhm.
Well, she took care of this doll. She fed this doll. She cleansed the doll. She dressed the doll. Everything. Okay, and my grandma and them said that one day, for some reason, they seen the doll walking, and it got hit by a car. And the lady freaked out, and she ran out there. The doll bled, you guys. I'm not even kidding. The doll literally bled.
Mm.
And then the lady moved away. So that's one story.
Okay, and I'm gonna tell you that this is possible. Okay, this is possible. I don't want to bring this up yet, but it's just like voodoo dolls. We'll get to that a little bit later. They can create their own.
They take on their own. Yeah, they take on their own. And sometimes they disappear. So if that happens, find them. You guys need to dispose of things properly.
Yes,
This is why
yes.
we say to do your homework.
Please do your homework.
Or
Don't
ask
mistake.
people
Mhm.
that know what they're doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna say right here that little Mr. Ralph is a scary motherfucker. Okay. Hi. He's even throwing up gang signs.
Oh, look at him.
He's even throwing up gang signs. Look at that shit.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. You keep
Okay.
going to you, babe.
The reason why I'm telling you that is because I can feel the energy from here, and I don't know if this was a joke that somebody put somebody in here or a very angry person. This is anger here.
We have a question.
Okay.
Jennifer Medina says, what happens if someone buries the bag or unburies? Unburies, okay.
Oh, unberries.
Then it's on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will go to the person that has unburied it. Yeah, because more likely it hasn't gone into the earth. All right, those things will stay. They'll
Some
stay.
do. Some do. Not all of them. It depends on
This
where.
is worst case scenario. Okay.
Yeah.
I suggest that the person that unburied does need a deep ass cleansing, probably a detachment, because whatever was within the bag is probably attached to them now.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've had that happen. So again, I don't know. I know Hispanic families, certain cultures, they know not to touch shit that you find.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. And sometimes if you unbury it, it's because you're trying to plant a garden and some shit pops up in your shit. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's like you can't just overlook it.
Well, if it's buried in your yard, chances are a witch put it there to handle you. So
Yeah. Most
don't
likely.
touch it.
Yeah, there's probably other things, like if it is, Jennifer, if it is in your yard per se, it probably was used to infect your family or your household. Okay, so you do have to let us know a little bit more details, or come talk to us and we'll just fill off of your energy, or the person that unburied it. Okay, and we can pretty much tell you what's going on there.
So yeah. Are you still picking up on the dog? Would you?
No, not this one. Not this one.
Do you want me to spray you?
No, I'm just seeing if she's the one connected, because I do feel like it's somebody in her household. She's the one connected to that. So, this does feel like some wrong shit there, okay? It feels like there's a lot of sickness and poverty coming with this, but also I'm getting like infection. Like somebody's infection won't go away, whether it's a lung or skin infection, something like that is what I'm picking up, Jennifer. So yeah, just to give you some insight on that. Okay, so what are other things spirited dolls are used for?
So since we're talking about spirited dolls, oh, you guys,
She has anxiety so bad.
it's not even funny. It's ridiculous, and I don't normally react like that. So now we know my kryptonite, y'all.
Don't say that.
I'm
Don't
just
say
kidding.
that.
Don't say it.
Okay.
Okay, so spirited dolls are different than dolls that actually have been used in rituals.
Oh yeah.
So I want to put that out there, okay? Yes, some have used dolls. I have used dolls. You can use certain
I have used
objects. to place things into these things so you can dispose of them properly. Again, we can refer back to the pioneers of this, Ed and Lorraine Warren, you know, where they felt like some of these things were safer kept inside versus out in the world.
Right, and as you know, if you've looked at any of the documentaries and stuff with Annabelle, okay? Speaking
I
of
have an
them,
Annabelle doll, y'all.
I think we all did it growing up. We all did. Like,
And it's not the little porcelain doll that they actually show
No.
you in the movies, you guys. It is the Raggedy Ann doll.
yeah,
And I had a blanket that was made out of Raggedy Ann. I had the doll. I had a bunch. I even had the little boy. What the
Yep.
hell of it? Raggedy
yep,
Andy.
I had the little couple too. So the way they disposed of Annabelle, they did make a box out of, what is it, cedar or oak? Do you know?
It was probably
Pine?
cedar.
Oh, cedar. Okay.
Probably cedar.
Okay, because I knew it was some specific. My mind doesn't work properly all the time. But they had to make it out of a certain wood, and then inside they, of course, salted it and put all these prayers in there. Also sigils, okay, on the inside and the outside, in order to keep whatever was in there. Because with haunted dolls, okay,
I like that you used that word, haunted.
with haunted dolls, like the one I had to dispose of, the longer they're in a vessel, the stronger they get. Okay? And that's what they want, is strength and power. Strength, power, manipulation. And if you can shed some blood on that, they're good to go. Okay? And I mean literal blood. So that's where ritualistic dolls come into play too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the difference between spirited and haunted.
Difference between spirited is spirited dolls are usually people, again, like Nina said, have passed, but have decided to take their stay here in this realm versus passing to another. People that usually put the spirit into the doll, a lot of them are necromancers or people that are very well trained in what they do. I do know some curanderos that are able to do this, and it's somewhat similar to what we do when we do the voodoo dolls and we breathe life into them. You have to breathe life into certain things. These ones already had a life. So there's contracts, there's certain things that are made and that are done. Haunted dolls. Haunted dolls, something else, y'all. These are dolls that have been used in certain rituals. These are dolls that have been around during traumatic things. Some people can automatically haunt the dolls on their own. She's, oh, I love Raggedy Ann. And that's where my story comes in.
Okay.
So, I am a natural born witch. I come from a long line of healers and, you know, magical workers, that type of thing. Medicine, we call it medicine where I come from. Well, I had a porcelain doll that my stepmom had given me. She had given her to me when her and my stepdad had got together, and crazy, right? So she had given her to me, and she was beautiful. Okay, she had the cutest little outfit, everything. Here, you want to use my fan? So yeah, there's so much energy.
Oh, yeah.
So she had given her to me as a gift. And so I loved this doll. I did all kinds of things with this doll. And then the doll started to take on its own kind of own deal.
Oh, yeah.
I hated dolls, you guys. I hated dolls growing up, but that was something that was always gifted to you as a little girl, was a doll.
Yeah.
I had several dolls. This doll took on a life of its own. And I used to call it my little China doll because she was porcelain. And if you do not believe me, ask my cousins. Because this little doll, this little bitch would get up and run right in front of you. That's how rough she was. Anyways, this doll continually got worse. And I used to tell my cousins, because I had a bunch of boy cousins that would come over all the time. And I'd be like, don't disrespect the doll, guys. Just don't. And I had a cousin who thought that it was hilarious. Who thought it was completely hilarious to disrespect the doll. And I always told him, do not mess with this doll.
Right.
And so he'd always flip it off. He'd like take it and throw it on the floor. Because I had a shelf for all my dolls. Woo! And that doll got its revenge. It got its revenge. Let me tell you. So I refused to go into the tent and tell him this story, right? So, because I had a whole story with the doll. I possessed the doll, you guys. It was my fault. It was me. It was my doing. I was young and stupid, and it was my fault. I knew better, and I just did it. And that's one thing you'll find with a lot of us witches, too, is there is not anything we have not done or that we have not experienced ourselves. So don't ever feel embarrassed, okay?
Shit happens.
Shit
all the
happens.
time.
So, this doll continually gets worse and worse and worse. One night, because we were teenagers, I've had this doll since I was young. Well, as you're teenagers, you start doing the teenager thing. And we grew up in the cholo lifestyle, right? So everybody's partying, kicking it. Same freaking cousin. The same freaking cousin. Starts disrespecting the doll. And I go to sleep. I'm like, you know what, I'm not having it, whatever. If something happens to you, whatever. That doll, they were tripping because they were like, what the fuck? Because I was talking in my sleep. And they were like, Miranda, wake up. And I was out. I was so out. So I did my whole little trance thingy that I do sometimes. Well, that doll came alive. Kicked my little, because when I made my first Holy Communion, I got gifted a first Holy Communion doll. And it looked like me. And it had the praying hands. And it had a little bead, like the rosary around it.
Yeah.
That bitch got up and kicked that one off the shelf. She was pissed. She got up, she kicked that one off the shelf. It fell, it hit my dresser, and its hands cracked. So the rosary broke.
Aww.
And then they woke me up, and so I'm like, I told you, leave the fucking doll alone. I told you, leave the doll alone. He didn't listen. So I take the doll, I put it back on the shelf. At this point, it's getting to the point where I have to lock her in my chest at night that I have with the key.
Oh, wow.
Because she's up moving through the house.
I bet it was a cedar chest. Was it a cedar chest?
No, it was my little foot locker, but it had a lock on it, and I was like, no, we ain't messing with this, okay? I put the lock on there, I put the other lock on there, and I was like, okay. Same cousin, comes in, starts telling the dog, you're a pussy, you ain't shit, bitch, all fucking, you know, just all kinds of crazy stuff. And I'm like, Sal, you need to stop this, man. Like, this is not okay. So my cousin grabbed that doll, went and took it out to the tent. But before that, okay, he thought it would be funny to take the doll off of the shelf where I kept it and put it in my bed.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I'm like, what the hell? So I get her and I put her in the trunk. And then he's like, okay, well, he's like, well, where's your doll? I go, I put her away. He knew where I kept her. So he goes in the trunk, he takes the doll out, and he goes to take her outside, and he puts her in the tent. And I walk outside to tell him, you know, dinner is ready, Grandma said come in. And there's my doll chilling with them. And I'm like, you guys, I'm telling you, I'm warning you, this is not safe. And my cousin's like, no, they want to see the doll move. And I'm like, no, you don't want to see the doll move. Like, I am so serious on ushering on the side of caution. Yeah, you would. And so I take the doll, I lock her back in my trunk. I go to bed. All of a sudden, I hear screaming and crying. And I'm like, so I run outside because my little brother's with them. And they're like, it's the doll. It's the doll.
What happened?
So I'm like, what doll? What are you talking about? They said that the doll was in the tent and it was sitting on the post. It was sitting on the little post. And while my cousin was telling the story that I tell for the doll, my other cousin flipped the doll off when he seen it. It slid, it wrapped its legs, slid down the pole, took off running after him. He's the one who screamed like a little girl. Everyone seen the doll, started freaking out. They left my little brother in the tent.
Oh my gosh.
So then I go and I'm like, where's the doll? And we're trying to pick the tent up because the whole tent collapsed at this point, okay? You got all these teenagers that are freaking out, runs out of the tent. So of course the tent collapsed.
Yeah.
The tent collapsed, you guys. The tent collapsed. My brother's still in there. I have to go in there. I'm trying to look through everything to see if I see the doll.
Right.
Guess where the doll was?
In your chest.
It was in my chest.
Okay, and that is probably the demon working and showing the illusion of the doll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it was still there, but that's the way shit works.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more of an illusion.
So my cousin then claims that he came inside and he seen my doll that I got for my first Holy Communion, and it was crying real tears. Funny thing actually is I had a little native doll that was gifted to me that my uncle had specially made on the res for me, and she had a pretty beadwork in her hair. Well, what I didn't know is that there was a special prayer placed over this doll. That doll would not go near my native doll. Would not.
Wow.
It messed up the little praying hands doll, messed up the other dolls, but it never messed with the little native doll.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
That's sweet.
yeah.
Okay, so if you think you have a haunted doll, and this doesn't have to be porcelain, it could be a stuffed animal. I mean, I'm sure you guys seen that. What is that movie? Is it not Ted? Not the funny one.
No,
But there's
I know
another
which
one.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay, it's another one with the teddy bear, and it's scary.
awful.
It's scary, but I love it because I love scary shit.
I know you do.
Yeah, I'm a freaking hot mess sometimes. But if you come across anything like this, the first thing you want to do is neutralize it, okay? Throw it in a black trash bag, a black t-shirt, whatever the hell you got. Seal it up in there. And then you want to throw some salt in there. Pray Psalms 91 over the thing, okay? If you don't know it, Google it. Psalms 91. And then you can figure out how to dispose of it. I don't suggest going to cemetery and doing cemetery disposal unless you know what you're doing. Please don't do that.
Yeah, because you can come home with a lot of attachments.
Others, like there's some things that you can rip apart, break apart, bury it, but don't do this. Don't do this with the dolls because it will release what's in it.
Yes, I have a story about that too.
Okay.
This is why I don't mess with dolls, y'all. So I was gifted. I don't know why they did this. Why did you guys do this to me? No. I was gifted a doll when I graduated from school. This doll, very, very pretty doll. My mom got her for me actually, and she was a little Spanish doll, and she had the cute little corset, and it was a light, but she was attached to the light.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I hated that. The moment she gifted me that, I had nightmares. I swear I could hear it talking to me, like all kinds of stuff. So I would take this light and I'd put it in the closet. And, wow, same cousin.
He's a shit.
He is a
What the heck?
He's mellowed out a lot in his older years now.
Okay.
He actually took this doll.
Jennifer says, just take it to Nina to handle. Yeah, I will. For a price.
For a price.
No, because I'm telling you, like, it does take a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy and time, and you have to do things
You have to be like,
specifically in a way. But no, we will definitely dispose of them for you because it's what's safe. Thank you so much.
I was like, you're welcome.
Woo.
But no, so he cracked the lamp. Well, when he cracked the lamp, he cracked the damn doll. So that was running around the house for a long time. And then I used to have nightmares. And I wasn't sleeping. It was really, really bad. Well, in one of my nightmares, I dreamt that I broke the doll. I told the doll it had no power over me and this, that. You know, I stood up for myself and I broke the doll apart.
Yeah.
Well, then I start hearing the doll talking. In my dream, I just destroyed the vessel. I did not destroy what was in it.
The spirit, the thing.
Yeah. So then I had it locked in a cupboard upstairs. You would hear that cupboard try to open every night. So at that point, I finally went and told my grandma. I was like, look, Grandma, I hate this doll. It scares the crap out of me. She ended up taking it to someone and disposing of it for me.
Good.
So I didn't have to worry about that one anymore. The other one, our house burnt down. It was in my trunk, so I don't know where she's at.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it's just running around somewhere?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. Sorry, guys.
So, and the difference between spirit and demon, okay? Demon has never been human. Demon is
Something that's never walked the earth on the human form.
not in human form. Spirits have, okay? So that is the difference between that two. Just in case you guys don't know. Now you know. All right. Yeah, Nina, you haven't been watching scary movies for a bit. No, I haven't been watching TV at all because I've been busy as fuck. Like, just busy with life, okay? So I get home and I'm ready to crash or I'm on my phone. So,
I've been there.
yeah.
So yeah, so with those, you guys, you are going to treat those completely different than you would a spirited doll. Either way, if you don't know what you're doing, call us. Call somebody that knows what they're doing. Call someone that knows somebody. But no, you need to approach it with caution. Never show any of these things fear, because that's what they feed off of. You know, remember who you are. Remember your light. Remember your strength, and just treat it with respect from there on.
Yeah, and it does have to be treated with respect, and whether it's good or bad, you don't want to make things worse for yourself. You know, it is a battle most of the time, but at the same time, you know, you choose how hard your battle is going to be by the way you approach things. You know what I mean? So,
like Nina said, with the black bag, just cover it with black cloth, black bag, whatever. Put it in a spot you know that it's not gonna be a problem with. A lot of times with girls, we're gifted trunks and stuff like that when we're young.
Yeah.
For that specific, well, probably not for that reason, but that's what I use them for.
Oh shit, that's funny. All right.
There's more doll stories too, you guys. I have so many. I'm not.
Yeah, I have a couple more doll stories too, but we don't want to get too consumed with that. We just want to give you the ins and outs of this. So with haunted dolls, touching it and working with it can cause for it to shift from one thing to another. Okay.
Yes.
So. Yes, you can use a
black trash bag.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's what I would prefer, is a black bag, trash bag, because it's still black. It will neutralize it.
Okay. And I've done that with an ex-boyfriend who left some of his. He practiced. So he was a devil worshiper. He was a Satanist. I wouldn't even call him a Satanist. He was an idiot.
What's the difference between trolls and dolls? Okay, she wants to know the difference between trolls and dolls. So she's talking about the
Little plastic
duendes, yeah, the little plastic trolls. The trolls are a different breed.
They really
They are
are
a different breed. It's a different genre of, well, I want to say it's
dolls,
spirited.
Yeah, they're supposed to be used for good because they have the little chimes in them and things like that. But yes, they can be taken and made bad. Anything that you can stuff herbs into, things like that.
Yeah.
Things that are open vessels. You know,
Right.
sometimes we breathe life into things and we don't even realize that we do.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say that most trolls, the little muñecas or the dolls are plastic or ceramic, you know. But this is a different type of spirit altogether.
Yes, it is.
It is a different type of being, is what I should say, because, you know, I don't feel like duendes are spirits. They have a spirit, but I feel like they're more beings than anything. So they're more real life than a spirited or a haunted doll. 6 of them, sun can't touch. It took bad people out of my life. Well, yeah, because they're kind of like wish makers too, the duendes. But you have to be careful how you use them because they do want something in return always.
Yes, they do.
Just like I know you asked it for protection and stuff to take bad people out of your life, but you also had to feed them alcohol, tobacco, whatever it was that you gave them on a consistent basis.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you with duendes, make sure you fulfill what you promise. If not, it will backfire on you so fast.
It'll wreak havoc in your life until you do.
Hi, Grandma. That's crazy. You have 4, especially the grandma one. Yes, girl. So that's Indica online right now, and she's saying, "Hi, Grandma. It's crazy that you have 4 of them." Well, we have like about 20 in the case, but yeah, we chose these 4 to sit and be on camera with us. But yeah, so yeah, just with the haunted and the spirited, you know what to do. Now we're gonna go into we're gonna call them voodoo dolls or poppets. You can do what you will with anything, and I'm gonna tell you, you can.
Yeah.
People see voodoo dolls specifically as a certain type of thing. You can go to the Dollar Tree, get a doll that's got an empty encasing or stuffing.
Like one of the Dollar Tree Barbie dolls.
Or even with the little soft body, cut that bitch open, shove stuff in there. So with the voodoo doll, it is specifically for ritual. Okay.
Yes, and when we say ritual, it's not all bad. I have a voodoo doll that was gifted to me. My friend went to New Orleans, or Nolans, and she got me a protection voodoo doll. This voodoo doll is specially made. I really wish I would have bring it, but I didn't. Its face is complete. The face is scary, but everything else about it. And when you actually open the doll, you will see that the doll is stuffed with what we call Spanish moss. You can put prayers, you can put blessings, you can do all kinds of things with this. And then it's wrapped in a gauze that has special prayers and stuff on it. So I really wish, I'll have to show a picture of that later on. But you can do that with just about anything. Voodoo dolls are completely different than regular dolls. We have some wax poppets here that are pre-made, and because it's waxed, these ones are already made with, this one's for Baneful Magic, and I think this one is for, what is this one? I feel like this is a cord cutting one.
So, I mean, they can be used for healing in all ways, and I'm going to say that I've offered handmade voodoo dolls to my clients, okay? And Indica, I will get to your question in just a minute. So what I did is I picked the cloth for what it was. I had some people that wanted love, some people that wanted to get back at people, some people that wanted, you know, just healing or to manipulate somebody at their job, like a boss or something like that, okay? So what we do, or what I do, is I pick the color that I'm going to use for that person. Of course, if it's love, I'm going to use red, okay? And then I sew it. I spell the thread. I sew it, and while I'm sewing, I am putting intention into this doll for love, for that specific. I only do customized shit, okay? I will only do customized stuff. So I sew everything in there, and I do use Spanish moss. Spanish moss will hold words. It holds intention. So that's why I use that, and I'll put a picture of whoever they want the doll to represent inside their tummy if they choose that, or the name of the person that they want, you know, the love from or whatever. Also, I do like to add a little bit of catnip or mugwort in the head area, and that is manipulation of the brain and the mind, okay? And I'm giving away a lot, and that's okay, because there's still other processes, all right? And so when I gave it to the client, within 3 hours of her breathing life into it, because I don't do that, I make you do that. Her breathing life into it, she heard from the person that the doll was made of. Within another 8 hours, the person was back at her house. She hadn't heard from this person in months, and they came back into her life. How that went afterwards, I'm not really sure, because I do feel like any love manipulation is always gonna have its goods and bads, you know what I mean? And so that's one thing I don't fuck with, but I will do it for somebody else if they choose to. And that's the same with everything else that goes along. So it is the intention that you put into these, and I like the one that's cord cutting here.
I think that's what it is, right? Something.
Magical life song spell. This one is an all-arounder.
Yeah.
An all-arounder. You can do whatever you want.
So now with that one, so if you have poppets that are wax, that are made, or even cloth ones, a lot of times you'll put specific herbs and things into them. So this one is baneful, so this will be used for baneful magic only. Where this one's an all-around, you can put your own intent into it, whether it's cord cutting, whether it's cleansing, whether it's healing. And yes, cleansing and healing are completely different, you guys.
They certainly are.
Now, since we're on wax dolls, you can get these candles, okay? Have any of you guys seen The Witches of Eastwick, the old one?
Have I? I don't remember.
Okay, so The Witches of Eastwick, he teaches them how to do work on these dolls. So again, you can actually take the wax of a candle or mold it into the said shape of a person. It doesn't have to be prepared. You can get one of these candles that we sell here in the shop. Okay, and we're going to take this doll and you're going to put a little bit of a hole in it, or you're going to pour some more wax over it, but it's going to be after you do what it is that you want to do. So say we want to make a loved one, we would do calandura or marigold. I wanted to put this one out here because this is what we call witch's grass. I can't pronounce the word that they say it is.
Cinquefoil. Cinquefoil?
Cinquefoil. Yeah.
Cinquefoil.
You can do cinnamon bark, if you're trying to do something for love. You're gonna put that in the doll, recover with some of the wax, and boom, you've got you a waxed.
Okay, Jennifer
doll.
said yes in the 80s. I love it. Yes, Yaya, these dolls we have up here are spirited. They are spirited.
So in that, actually, I'm glad that somebody actually seen it. So you know that scene where they mess him up? So they're causing him to throw up the cherry pits. Well, the girl throws
Oh,
up.
I
Yeah.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about now. Yes, okay, I have seen
So
that.
he's all wild and crazy in the grocery store, but before that, he had taught them how to do it with the doll for that woman that was causing problems. Same thing, guys. Same exact thing. You can have personal belongings, you can have a name, you can have a perfume, that type of stuff. That's what you're gonna do. Baneful magic wise, we would use bittersweet and ogweed, couch grass. I know a lot of people use that. Cece, give me a quick definition on couch grass. She's like, I don't know. Anyways, a lot of witches have actually used it. I found a voodoo doll with it stuffed with it one time. And it can be used as protection, or again, it's all intent with this one.
Okay,
So.
and then I'm going to get into the more grotesque stuff. So,
You're the grotesque stuff. I'm sorry.
yes, you know me. So voodoo dolls, especially with love or baneful magic. If you don't know what baneful is, that means you want to fuck somebody up, okay? Doing blood over them, sacrificing blood. Okay, this is more of a darker type trend. Is it more powerful? Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Anything
But also,
with blood, yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that this blood will bind you probably to that forever, okay? Your soul doesn't get rid of that. So be careful if you're trying to do blood work, blood magic, anything like that, because it is binding. It binds yourself or whoever's blood you're using. Or they'll use animal blood.
With Santeria, we use that a lot, actually.
What do you guys use most, like chickens or what?
Probably birds.
Chickens, goats.
Yeah, chickens, roosters, goats, doves,
Okay.
pigeons. We use a lot of pigeons.
Okay. Yeah, so these are all things in voodoo dolls. So voodoo dolls are an intention behind it that you want it to do.
Yes.
So I do have somebody, and I won't name any names, that they just want to control their significant other. And so they have the penis pinned, they have the hands tied, stick needles in the head, like you're gonna listen to me, you're gonna do it as I say, and I will tell you, the things work. Within hours it starts to work, okay?
Especially if the intention's there.
Especially, and it's all about intent, and that's what I'm gonna tell you about, okay? It is all about intent, and yes, I just called you out, girl, you know who you are. But anyways, like, just because you're hanging them by the neck doesn't mean they're gonna go hang themselves, okay? It just means they probably have neck pain. All right, and you can make their stomach for them wanting to throw up or stomach issues, but there's also, if you do it too much, you can cause terminal issues for these people. Okay, and unless it's warranted or wanted, or whatever your intention is, just know that I won't be a part of that. I won't be a part of that. And also with these things, you have to be careful. Like, you gotta carry it with you for a while to get your own essence on the doll. You breathe life, and you're literally breathing into the
Yes.
into the thing, okay? And then your intentions are set. So even though even though I put the intention, I always tell the person I make it for, you, after you breathe it into life, then you're gonna set your own intentions into this, as far as exact detail what you want, and be careful with your detail, because details are a huge thing, okay?
Words are
powerful. You've got to be careful and make sure that it cannot flip a different way to come back on you.
Yes.
So, yeah, with that being said, know too, if you are not actively working with these voodoo dolls, they will carry on a life of their own.
They do. They will have life of their own, and then they'll start moving around. You'll lose them and stuff like that. Some of them have gone rampant.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have.
Yeah. we have some interesting stories about that. I keep saying we need to do like a yearly magazine or something where we talk about all our crazy stories.
Right.
For that year.
So there's all things you can make dolls out of though. Like we have these little
Yes, these are with string type cord dolls.
cord dolls.
Yes, they've got a little. These we sell in the shop, guys. So if you're feeling froggy, leap. Just kidding. This one, they have protective stones. They've got some feathers. There's a bundle of sage that's wrapped to them.
Yeah.
Again, it's just breathing life into it, putting intent into the doll. Some of them you'll use for money. Some of them you'll use for reversal magic, protection, that type of thing.
And these are all like helpful ones. If you come in trying to look for a baneful one, you're gonna have to probably get the stuff yourself for it because we don't really sell a lot of baneful shit. Except
We
for
sell
the
the stuff to make it.
We sell the stuff to make it, but we don't make it ourselves in order for, no, that's on you. You put in your own work. That's all I have to
your
say.
own work.
Put in your own damn work if you want to do that shit.
Oh.
And also, I heard a story too that from our shop owner that wanted to fuck with her boss at one job at one time, and you know, just to mess with her because the lady knew she was pagan and
She made her life hard because of it.
she made her life hard because of it. So in order to get back at her, this girl, straight off the top of her head, just gets tissues and makes a quick little doll, okay? And then she starts fucking with her head. And every time something went wrong, she planted the seed so deep in this lady that every time something went wrong, she thought it was our shop owner. And you know, sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. But hey, that's where you plant the seed, and that's the whole
Then
point
let
of
it
magic.
prosper from
Because
there.
it grows with the mind. All right.
It does. Corn husk dolls, that's one thing we don't have available. Corn
we
husk
should
was
get some.
something, was very, very big at one point in time. Well, maybe we have one. So basically you would take the husks from the corn and you'd wrap it and you do the arms and everything. Corn husk, corn silk, you guys, the silk, the hairs that come out, that holds prayers, that holds everything wonderfully. And of course, our shop owner comes to the rescue as usual. This is what I mean. So you know a lot of us who do tamales for Christmas?
Yes. Make it into a little muñeca and make the bitch fat. Just kidding.
This is a corn husk doll. This works wonderfully, you guys. Just simple things, you would be surprised. And I know some of you guys seen your abuelas, abuelos, you know, abuelos doing this stuff, okay?
You know what? My grandma used to have one above the door.
And that was for protection.
Mm-hmm. Now I know that. Just like right now I know that. But yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any other questions? You guys have been so active today. I'm so happy with that.
I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
So Anika wants to know what trolls are, like what duendes are.
So duendes are different than actual troll dolls, but a lot of Hispanic cultures make duende troll dolls.
Yes.
So you can take it from there if you want.
Okay, and so
They're
what
wish dolls, mija.
Yeah, it's something that you can make a wish with, and they will grant your wishes, kind of like a genie, kind of like a genie. I was gonna sing that too.
We're sharing the same brain. Some
Also,
days.
yeah, we share the same. But they are smaller, like little nanitos or smaller beings. Okay, and the story is they live under the bridges. You know, I don't know if that's true or not because I don't really know much about trolls. That's all I really much know.
They used to live under bridges, and you used to have to pay a toll to cross over. So some of them say they were evil. Not all of them were evil. I think some of them were used as protection. People would take them in and use them as protection. Something along
And that's
the
why
lines.
a lot of people set them in front of their homes.
Yes, definitely. My grandfather collected them, so when he passed, there were tons of little troll dolls everywhere. And I didn't even know that trolls were that old. But let me tell you guys, they go back to like the first wars and crap. So troll dolls are very, very old, and they're very easy to switch things up with them.
Yeah, that's one thing that I know still. You still have to pay a toll, basically.
Yes, you do.
You know what I mean?
toll.
For whatever it is you do.
I forget the name of it, but I know the Jewish people, they make a doll for children for protection. This doll follows them throughout their life. And some people will spirit the doll itself, so that way it will come to life and it will protect them whenever they can't. A lot of these dolls were made during the Holocaust for their children to be safe.
And Yaya says trolls and duendes are different. I can't read that under there. Oh, different and different sizes. Duendes are more in trees and houses. Okay, yeah, and they're
the
mischievous,
fairies.
and that's also with fairies too.
That's
Like
what the fairies.
they're mischievous. They like to move stuff around. They like to make noise in the house.
They like shiny shit.
They like they like shiny things. And trolls are just like, I just get the little ugly things. Okay, I don't know what else to say about trolls. I really don't know a lot about that.
Yeah, I remember when that whole troll movie came out and people were like all about trolls, and I was like,
Okay, Yaya says, my cousin's ex-boyfriend's grandma sent a duende to exorcise my cousin. Like, ejercicio or to exercise?
Yeah. So they're wish dolls, they're wish fulfillment dolls. So that was probably her wish, was to.
Her intention is to put in there is to help the cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, was there anything else?
I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to cover?
Hey, all I want to know is, did you guys see anything weird with these dolls? Because I haven't been paying attention. This one's just sitting all straight up too.
She's happy. This is her debut.
Yeah, this is her debut.
I don't think, oh guys, I don't know if you know this, and I think I probably said something on my little video that I did earlier. This one we had out last week.
Yes.
What's her name again?
Jenny.
Sorry, Jenny. I didn't mean to call you this one. But yes, Jenny was out last week, and we used her to show what we would be talking about this week. Well, when they put her away, well, when we came into the shop the next day, she was faced differently.
Yeah, she was. And we know that the door was shut behind her, and she wasn't facing forward, she was facing sideways. And I thought, I know that the shop owner did not put her in that way. She would have put her in straight because she likes her shit to look nice in the shop. You know what I mean? And she wasn't that way. She was facing sideways. All the dolls, she was calling them all to attention. I think this is Big Mama here, honestly.
I feel like she is too. She kind of comes in and she handles things.
She definitely does. And so yeah, Angie's telling her story. As soon as she saw the duende spirit in this tree, she got a demon inside of her. Okay, so that makes more sense. Boyfriend's grandma said, okay. So what they did was they sent the duende to the house to manipulate the girlfriend of the grandma's. Yeah, the grandma's like grandson.
Oh,
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah, people are shitty. They do shitty stuff for odd reasons. So if you're feeling like you got something that's crazy in your house, just know, hit us up. We'll let you know if it is or not. And
there's certain ways to dispose of them.
Yes.
So be prepared
vigilant.
for that. Yes.
Be very vigilant in what you do, and make sure you do your
Homework.
work, your homework. And do your own work when it comes to some bad shit. Like, yeah, nobody's gonna do that for you.
And what I like to say with mothers, I feel like mothers, grandmothers, we're a force to be reckoned with. You, as females, we were chosen to usher life into this world. You better damn well we'll do what we have to protect it. So, we have that specialness to us. So, lean into that. If you're in a position and you have nobody, lean into yourself, lean into your power, know that you have strength. Know that there's more to you than anything.
Exactly. Susie says bless you.
Oh. Did we sneeze?
No, I don't know.
Maybe it was a dog.
Okay.
Or maybe. I don't know. But thank you, Susie.
Yeah, and so Yaya is still telling her story. She said that her cousin would get a headache, pass out, and turned into another person, really strong and different voice. Okay, yeah, that's possession.
That's
right there.
possession, yeah.
So yeah, she was possessed by that. So that's crazy.
That is really crazy.
But stuff like this happens to people all over the place, all of the paranormal stuff.
Yeah, and sometimes it could just be the person sending those things. So sometimes it's not even the doll. I know that a friend of mine, she had a similar instance. They went into a place to clean. They were from the border. They were from Texas, but they were right along the border.
Right.
So and they went in to clean this place. The little girl found a doll outside. She picked it up, took it home.
Okay.
That doll, they were saying that the house that they went and cleansed had been used to harbor certain people, kind of sex workers and that type of thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. Getcha.
So that doll wreaked all kinds of havoc. A lot of things started happening. So my friend knew what it was. She picked the doll up. And the other little girl, the moment she had already taken the doll home, she immediately lost interest in the doll, and she was like, "No, I don't like it, Grandma. Get rid of it." She didn't know what to do. She picked the doll up and she left it at a pumpkin patch and said, "Okay, here." But when she left, the doll scratched the crap out of her.
Oh, and I believe that too. Susie said somebody sneezed. It was Greñas.
Yeah.
That's our little mascot, our little doggy.
My dog mascot, because he's naughty.
He sneezed. It wasn't us. But yeah, that's
It's crazy. So I mean, these dolls can take on forms of their own.
So what do you suggest? Because we don't want our kids to be scared of dolls, okay? We don't want our little girls to be scared of dolls, like Miss Thang over here.
I'm not afraid of dolls. I'm afraid of the ones that I fucked with, and I know it's probably out there somewhere. Okay, you guys.
Oh shit! What do you suggest to them to reassure their daughters that like their dolls won't get mishandled, misused?
Teach them to respect them. I think everything in life deserves respect, especially when it comes to this. Don't breed fear into your children, you guys.
Right.
You know, let them know that they can come to you no matter what. I feel like, I think my mother the other day, because someone was telling me, you know, I think it was you, our last podcast, how you were like, yeah, she knows so much and stuff like that. A lot of that I have to give thanks to my mom for, because she really nurtured my spiritual side. She wasn't like everybody else. It did get to a point where it was kind of scary with me, because that's when we realized, okay, she's got some real gift or whatever, but she nurtured it. She didn't make me feel like I was afraid, tell me I was doing bad medicine, you know, that type of thing. So let your children be children, believe them whenever they talk about these things, and
pay attention to what they're playing, how they're playing with their dolls. Like, I like to say, be careful with imaginary friends, okay?
Definitely, because not all imaginary friends are imaginary, you guys. A lot of times, because kids are they're open, their senses, you know, they haven't been taught to be closed off. They haven't done the bad things in life to close themselves off. So
yeah, we're gonna have to go and do some deep cleansing with my granddaughter, because she keeps feeling something pull her hair and stuff like that, and she's just so calm about it. Grandma, I think you needed to cleanse me because I feel something pulling my hair, and it scares me. But she doesn't tell me crying or nothing. Like, she's just real chill, and of course it'd be my granddaughter, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's one thing.
Gabby was that was Gabby. Gabby was that type of child with me.
Yeah. See, and yeah, so I'll probably have Miranda and somebody else come in and cleanse my house, because I just feel like when I do it myself, in my own home, I'm not as thorough as I would be as somebody else's home. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, I get that. Absolutely.
All right. So I don't think we have any other questions. Do you have anything else to add to this? Did we leave anything out, Cece?
Yeah. Did we leave anything out?
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's
All
good.
right.
That's good.
And if you want to come and purchase a spirited doll for your child, you know, just know that it's
an actual spirit.
Thank you, ladies. You're always so fun to watch and learn from. Thank you for sharing your own experiences. You're so welcome. And it's kind of messed up that we have so many experiences, but hey, that's what we're here for, and we enjoy what we do. We really do, and I'm very thankful that we even have a community that watches.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
so. Yeah.
So I had like 3 people recognize me yesterday. So I went to Comic-Con, and there were people, they were like complimenting my earrings, and they go, "Oh wait, you're from the witching hour," and I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Is Nina here?" And I was like, No. And I was like, but
wait till
thank
they
you.
start asking for autographs, chica.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Jennifer,
thank you.
I will be in the shop tomorrow from 1 to 4. Okay, so I'll be here.
But yeah, so I mean, it's good. It's good. We got
Yeah.
recognized at the bar too.
Yeah.
We were at the bar and we got recognized. So yeah, no, you guys, seriously, we're chill. We're great people. If you are interested in purchasing one of these dolls, know that they come with their own story, their own type of thing.
Mhm.
These ones they have been specially prepared. If you're interested in these, we do sell these as well. Again, like Nina said earlier, we do sell the herbs and stuff to make your own voodoo dolls. It's not hard, y'all. It's not hard.
No, it's not hard whatsoever.
And then our waxed poppets or our grease. Yeah,
Mhm.
we have those as well. So come check them out. We are done with the Witch Fest, you guys, until next year. But we have our Samhain ritual, which will be coming up in October.
October 26th, you guys. And so, what is Samhain?
Samhain is the witches. What would you call it?
Celebration.
Celebration.
Harvest celebration.
Of harvest.
Of harvest? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do form a circle. We call the corners. We will make a sacred space. Everybody is cleansed that is in there. Plus, we will do release work. And then,
We'll go around the circle and do a little bit of mediumship, just a quick little
message.
"Hi, how are you?" type of thing.
Yeah, a quick little message from the other side to everybody attending. We do charge $10 to attend, or you bring your own dish because we do a potluck afterwards.
Yes. Bring a
And
dish to share.
yeah.
And then if you
I
want
love you,
more,
Megan. Thank you so much.
more in-depth readings, you can go ahead and book them with us at that time. Sometimes we'll come in and do some. It just
Yeah.
kind of depends on the day.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
We
that,
do
that's
have
nice.
that
Somebody
too.
loves me. No, just kidding. Megan still says, love you, Nina. You're amazing. Jennifer, you're coming to Samhain. Thank you.
that's good. I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm
we
happy
always
too.
look forward to seeing you guys.
Yes, and you can come dressed up for Halloween if you'd like to.
Yes, we have
We
tons
don't
of people that do
discriminate.
that.
We don't discriminate against it. Come dressed up like a bruja si quieres, You can do that too. It doesn't matter.
I want to do Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. We might have to do a theme here, me and her.
I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm a hot mess. But you guys, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed our dolls.
Yes.
Know that they are for sale. Know that these are for sale. Know that if you need help with anything, that we're willing to help you.
Yes, and I'm gonna suggest that if you are buying for a child like a healing doll or even somebody that's sick in the hospital, okay, or a spirited doll, sorry, just it's best if you can get them on the video or something and let them pick their own out because it's gonna call to them, okay?
It will, definitely. Also, roots. We can use roots as dolls, and those are placed under the bed for healing. But we'll go into that when we talk more about roots.
More work, okay? All right, you guys will have a safe weekend and don't drink and drive. And you guys, we'll see you guys next week.
Yes, and if you have any questions, shoot them at our email, which is
The Witching Hour, aasb@gmail.com.
I don't know why I can't remember that. And then if you haven't been to like and subscribe, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our witchy tips and tricks or our videos.
And please share our page with your friends.
Yes.
If you're interested in this and you got a clica or a group of people, they're probably interested in the same shit you are. So yeah, share us around, and we're just excited to spread awareness and information and anything you guys are interested in. Like, we're totally down for it.
Yes.
Also, I kind of want to. It's kind of very early, but me and Miranda will be hosting a tarot class in November sometime. We don't have a date yet, but we will get that. We're getting
I'm
it
super
going.
excited.
We're putting it together, and you are gonna learn from the best. That's what we're gonna do for you is have this class. You're gonna get a tarot deck. We'll give you a tarot deck, and then also we're gonna get you started on how to read cards. Okay. So I'm really excited about that.
I am too. I'm putting a lot of work
And
into it.
I never thought I could be a teacher or could teach anything, but
You teach every day.
see, I don't see that shit because when they say you gotta teach, I said, oh shit, I feel like I have to poop. I feel like I have to poop. My stomach hurts. Alright. So yeah, but I am excited. I'm excited to get it out there and not give you just the fucking tips and tricks, you know, of the basics. But we want to get you in depth to how we got where we are.
Yeah.
And yes, we are gifted naturally, but at the same time, there's things that we do that people won't tell you.
And then, you know, it's different for everybody, but you can learn to build on it too.
Yes, it's definitely buildable.
I was always taught all of us are given a gift when we're born, and then it's those of us that choose to follow it. So maybe yours wasn't chosen to be followed during your line, but now you're picking it up.
Whew.
So, guys, pick it up, go from there, and let's do it.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So you guys have a good weekend.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
You girls look so beautiful up there.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Like,
We're
so
still
beautiful.
we're still on.